The next step is to mount the cowling, and I do this before I install the tail surfaces. I just find it so much easier to handle. The question obviously is, how are we going to manage that the cowling is going to sit in the exact right position with the screws in place there and the back plate precisely in the center of the cowling? The common method, I guess, is to use tape to mark the position of the screws right here. But I like to use a plastic strip, some kind of PVC, I believe it is. It's so much more precise. The first step is to drill the holes exactly where we want to have them for the screws. I'm using a 1.7 mil drill bit. These screws are 2.3 mil, so that should work. And now we want to drill the hole smack in the center of this semicircle. You can see there on the bottom it has carbon on the back, so it's really nicely made. So smack in the center of this semicircle there, or at least where I think it is. So I drilled a 1.7 mil hole in the end of those plastic strips as well. Now let's cut the threads for the screws again. Remember, there is carbon fiber on the bottom, so it's quite hard. Be careful. I have actually killed screws doing this, or trying to do this, before. Now here's the trick. I take a screw through the plastic and then bolt it to the fuselage, just like so. And now I take some sticky tape. It doesn't have to be that high quality. It's actually a bit of a waste. I just like to work with it. Somehow it's easier than other stuff. So you take that sticky tape and you tape that plastic strip to the fuselage like so, in position. Now I can take the screw out again. And this way I have made sure that the hole in the plastic is exactly down to the 100th millimeter or so over the hole in the fuselage. Down here I have installed the plastic at an angle. The only reason really is I didn't want to put any tape over the black decor there, because I fear that when you take the tape off again it will also take the decor off. And it doesn't really matter whether it's straight or at an angle. Now I've mounted the cowling and can now position it exactly where I want it. It is a good idea to work very precisely and with care here. Then take some tape again and tape the cowling to the fuselage. Be very exact and precise here. Here you see I take the tape and I fold it over in the end a little. The only reason is that I can, when I want to peel it off, I have a beginning, that's all. Okay, that looks quite good. And also from the side there is a little gap, not too much, and it's smack in the center. Now I know that the holes are exactly below these plastic strips, the holes in the plastic strips, and so I can drill very carefully through the cowling. Since I have used a 1.7 mil bit, I could now widen the holes, but I think the screw does it just fine. So I've taken the tape off and put the bolts in, and you can see it is perfectly in the center where I want to have it. The last step is again to harden the threads with a little bit of thin CA. I always recommend that you do this every time. And there you have it. Thanks for watching, and please leave some comments how you like this English version.